Hello, everybody. Welcome once again to BND Live, the Dungeons & Dragons live stream where a group of high school friends attempts to play Dungeons & Dragons remotely via the internet. With us, as always, we have Steven as Finric the Monk, Tim as Twizzard the Wizard, Erin as Agnes the Bard, Mike as Brock the Druid, and Chris as Paelias the Cleric. And I am Shawn, your ever faithful and humble DM, and this is BND Live.
On Twitch chat.
All right, let's do a little recap, shall we, folks? It was Dalk the last time this group met. Fight night continues. Brock takes on Hoppy Bright, a herringon bard. Starting with a fiery cage, Hoppy replies with a fireball of his own and some fey cats. Brock goes with acid breath and a final triumphant thunder wave that blows both rabbit and cats away. Paelias then steps up and goes against Mrs. Buggins, an older artificer with a storied past. When her three-pronged whip only hits with two, failing to ensnare him, Paelias keeps up the assault, using his War Master feat to great effect to get an extra hit in. As his armor heats up, doing damage every turn, he takes her down with an exact spiritual weapon finale. Among cries of Zimni La, you retire for the night, thinking of the sea voyage the next day. That next day, Dillick, Finric hangs the wind chimes in his cabin on the ship, and you load everything up, ready to go with 12 days worth of provisions. And as you set the sea, you all level up to level 13, so that's exciting. Did you all do your homework?
Mm-hmm.
Kind of.
Kind of. Perfect.
I don't know which spell to pick unless I speak with everyone else as to which ones they're picking or what they're doing. Like,
I'll keep it a surprise.
I don't want to have the same exact ones as other people.
I don't mind if you metagame a little and you want to ask what other people took.
So,
I'm not telling.
Well, wizards
do
can swap
we
out, and
want-
druids can swap out, and clerics can swap out. So I think you're the most constrained, Agnes.
yeah, so basically the thing is, I have teleportation circle, but I can now get teleport, which doesn't require the chalks, and I can just teleport anywhere, even without a circle. So
Sounds pretty good.
I know, but then, like, does my teleportation circle just become, like, useless?
Oh, I mean, well, teleport, there's a chance things could go wrong.
But if I am going to a place that has a teleportation circle, I can go there. If it's a place that I'm very familiar with, it shouldn't be a
That's
problem.
true. I don't mind if you want to swap out teleportation circle. You just did a level, so you can.
So I can just get that one instead?
Sure.
But then what happens to the other one? Like,
I'm saying if you want to take teleport, you can swap out teleportation circle.
okay.
But there's a difference in spell level too, right? Like,
Well, right, but I would take teleportation. Well, yeah, because then I might want to have lower levels. So that's what I was like. What do I do? And then prismatic colors, prismatic spray. That sounded pretty cool too. But is that one where people that are my allies could get hurt if I do the cone?
Probably.
All right, so then it.
Don't point it at us.
Well, no, but a 60-foot cone, how does that work, a 60-foot cone?
I would eat
Is
that.
it 60 feet deep, 60 feet wide, 60 feet area? Like, how does that work?
It is the end of the cone. So for instance, this is a 15-foot cone. So it's like the width of the cone at the end, I think, is 60 feet. I want to say that's what it is.
So they're always assuming the same angle?
I think so.
Because that's what I'm curious. I'm like, well, 60 feet, what are you talking about? 60-foot range? Is that the base or the height?
Yeah, I think
No.
it goes out. It goes out 60 feet, and it is 60 feet at the end. That would be my assumption,
Oh,
or at
okay.
least
So,
that's how my 15-foot cone works. So
okay, so it's 60-foot base or 60-foot diameter and a 60-foot range.
yes,
Okay. All right.
big,
I'll consider those.
big.
And then, Foley, you already have resurrection, or do you have restoration?
I might have both. Let me check.
Because the resurrection was the 1,000 gold of diamond.
Yeah, that's what I have. I have resurrection.
You have resurrection. Okay, so I don't need to get resurrection if we already have someone with resurrection.
Yeah, unless it's me that needs to be resurrected.
And then I was thinking I might do fortify word of fortitude, which bumps everybody up in temporary hit points, and I could divvy up to 120 across the group.
That could be nice.
And as a support character, I feel like that's probably what I would do. I just wanted to make sure that nobody else was going to be doing similar things.
Brock, did you take any new spells?
Yeah, I took a few new ones. One something called Hold Person,
How's it going?
Spider Climb. I went with just a lot of just what sounded cool. Find Traps, Web. Went with a spider motif.
You're becoming a
stuff.
spider.
Dust Devil, Greater Invisibility. I'm keeping that Thunderwave though, because that was pretty solid. Cloud Kill, Hold Person, that goes up to 7. Nice. Insect Plague.
You're
That
just listing
sounded
off
good.
all your spells. Is that what's happening?
Yes. Well, I swapped out a bunch.
Okay.
I do have teleport, but I also have the Helm of Teleportation.
Okay.
Yeah, but yeah, that's what I've gotten. Sorry, I also had to go and run off. My daughter woke up.
No worries.
She forgot to put her iPad on Do Not Disturb, and the group chat has been active.
It's disturbed.
That's understandable. All right, do you have your answer, Agnes?
Yeah, I'm gonna do fortify or word of fortitude.
I
have
got myself
something
a
called
Firestorm.
I have something called Aid, which sort of is like a lamer version of that.
You guys spend the morning discussing your new arcane abilities that you woke up with. Very excited. And it's a beautiful day. And can someone roll a d20 for me?
Uh, 16.
16. Oh, does anyone want to go up in the crow's nest?
Yes.
That was a Lily thing.
Twizzard, you're going up?
And Mr. Bones.
In the same one or one in
Oh, the same one.
same one? Of course.
The big crow.
Oh god. It's a big crow, it needs a big nest. Oh, come on. Yeah, there we go. Perfect. You guys you got a good view. Yeah, you're sailing along. Sailing music here. And yeah, no, it's a beautiful day, good visibility. You see the continent of Centralia disappear to the east of you as you follow the compass that Agnes has had all this time. Is that right?
Yep.
Jenkins is probably near the front of the ship. Any places you guys want to be on the ship as you're sailing along? Twizzard's in the crow's nest, but anyone else?
Towards the center of the ship where I'm rocked around as little as possible, please.
Oh yeah. How are you feeling, Finric? I forgot about that.
You know, better than when we started this whole adventure, but it's still, it's been a while since I've actually been on the sea again, so maybe I've regressed a little bit.
Yeah, sure. You think you need a Constitution save?
I probably do.
I mean, it is beautiful weather, but yeah, go ahead.
12?
Well, it's above 10. You're good.
Okay.
Are you wearing your special life preserver
Certainly am.
with the wind bell tartan on it?
Mm-hmm.
Beautiful. Wow, good memory. Brock, how are you on the sea? How are you on the sea, Brock?
This is my first time at sea, and so far I'm loving it.
Are you like up on the bow, like doing the Leonardo?
Yeah, I was gonna say, can I do the Titanic thing up front?
Yeah, you sure can, buddy.
Can I be king of the world?
Yep, you're king of the world. Jenkins sort of just looks over and he's like, ugh.
I'm loving every moment of this.
Look, don't fall overboard.
Can I bless Finric for his Constitution saving throws
Sure.
for these seasickness stuff?
Yeah, anytime Finric starts to look a little greener on the gills, you like shoot him a little Mistra action.
There you go. Well, he gets an extra. He gets an extra D4 to add the number to his saving throw.
Okay. All right, keep that in mind, Finric.
Cool.
Yeah, no, at one point, give me a perception check, Twizzard, up in your
It is a 14.
Yeah, I know you're looking out, taking in the breeze, remembering how the sailing life goes, and at one point, you see some sharks off the port bow, and as you're watching them, you're like, whoa, maybe I should like try to fireball one of the sharks. You see this giant octopus tentacle come up and like grab one of the sharks and just disappear down into the deep. And it's like the whole thing is like almost over in an instant, but you did see it.
I don't know if I should tell anyone that. I may keep that to myself.
Fair enough.
I just wave at Finric.
Finric, give me an insight check.
I turn to Finric and say, "Are you seeing this? This is terrific."
21.
Yeah, you get a feeling that Brock and Twizzard saw something you might not like.
All right.
Everything's fine. Don't worry.
I maybe take a few steps back, still center line on the boat, but just a few steps back.
Closer to the cabin if you need to be.
Yeah.
But yeah, no, the day is fairly uneventful. Other than that, you're making good time, and you guys have a well-stocked galley, and so you're able to enjoy some meals. The sun, of course, is going down a little earlier since it's basically the shortest month of the year, or close to the shortest month of the year. How would you like to do this watch? Who's staying up? Who's going below decks? Who's staying up on deck versus below?
I'll do third watch.
I guess I'll do first and just try to get it over with.
All right.
I think I probably need to be a little more sleepy before I'll be able to go to bed anyway.
You folks remember how to do all your sailing tasks, right? So Jenkins and I can get a few winks.
I don't know how good Agnes is at any of these things, so she might want to stay in a watch that includes either Nate or Jenkins.
I'm vaguely aware we're on a boat, so don't count on me.
Oh, I think we're gonna need to stay up a little late to this first night, Jenkins. Aye. So those guys will help swap off with you, and maybe during the day, of course, they've probably been brushing up on the finer points. And the wind's been fairly consistent today, so it hasn't been too bad. All right, so who's
Day
doing
to
that?
learn how to sail.
Yeah, that's right, because everyone else had training. Well, not Brock, I suppose, but everyone else had training those first few days when Agnes had decided not to go. Is that right? I think that's what happened. That was a while ago. Wow.
No, I don't know if I did any of the training or if
That's what I'm saying. I think they did the training while you were like hanging out in Windbell, probably, or maybe teaching Lily stuff. I don't know.
well, no, because Lily would have been learning
Lily would have been learning. Yeah, no, that's true.
because she picked up pretty quickly. She was only seasick for like the first day.
All right, I've already forgotten who's doing the first watch.
Finric.
Finric. All right. Should we say Finric and Nate?
Sure, and then I'll go with Jenkins.
All right.
For second
Who's
watch.
going below decks to get some shut eye? Jenkins is definitely doing that.
Yeah, I'll get some shy.
I'll do that. Help secure the below decks.
All right. What's Mr. Bones doing?
He's also coming to sleep.
All right, Brock. What are you doing?
I'm going to stay up on deck with for first watch. If that's all right.
Yeah.
And learn how to sail.
All right. Yeah. Nate is happy to teach you. You know, he's showing you all the different sheets, as they call the ropes. They call them sheets, and different sailing terms that I should probably know more than I do. Finric and Brock, give me a perception check for this first watch.
You just got to do one more than me. No one.
14.
Also 14.
Nice.
It's the same thing.
Yeah, as the waves continue to be fairly gentle, you know, the sort of, you're out in the deeper water, so it's more of a gradual up and down. But the chop is very small right now. And stars twinkle above you. Seems to be a cloudless sky, and it's peaceful, Finric. For all the anxiety that you may have felt when land first dropped out of sight, at night it almost seems peaceful, and you can hear the tinkling of your wind chimes below decks. But things pass without issue, and you guys pass it off to the second watch, which is... What's that?
Me and Jenkins.
Unless you want to do something. This is, totally anytime you
Oh no, I
want.
was high-fiving.
Oh, high-fiving. Yeah, absolutely. Agnes, yeah? Jenkins? Paelias, are you second or third?
Third.
Third, okay. All right. Agnes, give me a perception check.
$28.
That's some check.
I
All
have
right.
a very high perception.
So yeah, so
That's
you guys have been sailing for the entire day basically, because the supplies were pretty much loaded. So you got started pretty early the day before, and now it's cracked over into DePaul, fairly early in the morning. Call it like 1 a.m. And Agnes, your half elven eyes, actually no, your ears, you pick up. What did you get at 20? You got over 20. You pick up.
28.
Wow, over 25. Sweet Moses. You pick up the sound of scraping wood, and you hear a muttering, a constant muttering and scraping wood off to the port bow somewhere.
All right, then I'm going to get Jenkins' attention without speaking. Just, I'm going to point to my ears that I hear something. I'm going to point to, am I facing the front of the boat?
Yeah.
Then I would be pointing to my left. For port.
Correct.
Okay, so I'm going to point to the left, and I'm going to walk over, and I'm going to start looking down along the edge.
All right, Jenkins is going to stay at the helm. All right, so as you you're looking over the edge. You see maybe about 20 or 30 feet off the silhouette of a very small boat. Do you have dark vision?
I do.
Yeah, you see
To,
in it
I guess 60 feet or something.
sort of a darker shadow on the medium shadow on the waves. You see slight movement in the ship as it's off to the side. What would you like to do? Pretty quickly approaching.
It is approaching.
Well, you are approaching it.
Oh, we're approaching it.
It doesn't seem to have a sail or anything.
Okay. Can I tell if the boat is able to steer without the sail? Like, can I tell if it's just adrift?
Oh, it definitely seems to be adrift. There's some small amount of movement, and the muttering, as you're getting closer, the scraping and the muttering is getting louder.
All right, then I am probably going to find a rope
Okay.
that I think might be long enough,
Sure.
and I'm going to get the person's attention by saying, "Ahoy! You there?"
All right, you hear. Margaret? Margaret, is that you?
Grab the rope, and I try to toss it to him.
All right, give me a athletics or acrobatics, your choice.
Oh, acrobatics. 27.
Whew. You like.
I'm
You know,
wasting all my throws.
You've got the coil, and you like toss it, thinking you like maybe you're gonna throw it over the boat, so maybe he can grab it. But like no, the whole thing just like lands perfectly in the boat, and you can tell that he sort of has at least the wherewithal to like sort of grab onto the rope, and you start to pull it over, and soon it is attached to the side of your boat.
All right, so we've got it tied so that it's not gonna float away if he loses consciousness.
Yeah. I think he takes a couple of wraps around it clean, so you feel pretty good that it's gonna stay there.
Okay.
He's
So
sort of
I'm
looking
gonna
up at
ask-
you, Margaret.
I can't see. Who are you below?
Margaret, is that you? It's me. It's Philris.
Philris?
Yes.
Philris! Oh, where have you been?
Oh, Margaret, have you forgiven me?
Well, why don't you come aboard and we could talk about it?
All right. Throw him down a ladder or something.
Yeah, I'm guessing that that Jenkins is aware that I am talking with someone.
Yeah, no, that's fair. He throws down a ladder too. He looks at you and he's like, sure about this.
Well, if he causes trouble, we'll kill him anyway.
All right, he climbs on board. He's in pretty rough shape. Scraggly beard, kind of like ripped up black pants and shirt, like yeah, pretty scraggly. Looks very very malnourished, like brink of starvation type of thing.
All right, then I'll probably assist him walking into the galley.
Yeah, he probably needs some assistance even getting over the edge of the ship there. All right.
Can I tell approximately how old he is?
Yeah, give me an insider investigation.
13. I mean, he is malnourished and scraggly, but
He is malnourished and scraggly.
should be able to tell if he's, like
No, he's probably in his
grandfather age. Or...
No, he's probably like 40s or early 50s.
Okay. All right. What was his name again? Phileas.
Philris.
Philris.
Yeah.
All right.
All right. So
Philris.
you sort of bring him inside.
Yeah, we'll get him like a blanket, wrap him up, put some hot food in
Alright.
front of him.
You just flip it around.
A small amount, because he's malnourished. He shouldn't eat too fast.
Fair enough.
Make sure he's hydrated.
We'll
All
give
right.
him some salt water.
Brock says while asleep.
Yeah, you sort of get him situated toward, yeah, he's like sipping some broth or whatever you give him, and he definitely seems a little out of it, but he's coming around. And you realize it's probably time for the third watch.
All right. So if I'm already in the galley, how close am I to where people would be sleeping to wake up the next group?
Very close, yeah. These guys are probably... Who gets the room all to themselves? Probably Agnes, actually.
Yeah, I think that was me and Lily.
That is... yeah. Twizzard's in the room with the wind chimes.
Going off a lot.
Actually, Agnes does know how to sail on the boat because she went from like Alon or from Jakar whatever to Tulu and
Yeah.
so Windbelt. So she does know.
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay. Plus her little figurines are in there.
Alright, so you get Paelias up.
Mm-hmm.
So has it been 4 hours since I went to sleep?
Oh yeah, you've got a long rest.
Okay, cool.
Get the benefits of a long rest.
Is it just me?
Well, I'm gonna tell Paelias about the castaway here.
I could do a watch with you. I didn't sign up for one.
Oh, okay.
Alright. Twizzard and Paelias enter.
And Mr. Bones.
And Mr. Bones.
So that's a good idea for this poor guy. I might try to block Mr. Bones from coming in.
How dare you?
Where I go, Mr. Bones goes.
I'm just gonna take one of his femurs and give it to Paelias.
He is encouragement for the guy to eat. This is what happened to the last person that didn't eat on the team.
Yeah, actually, I might need his femur anyway.
Are you taking it by
He
force?
needs
Is Mr. Bones okay with this?
He needs it. He's gotta walk.
Well, I was gonna do the divination thing, so do I need a femur for that?
Are you gonna go in the middle of the night on the third watch?
The original femur that you used was from the temple or from the pyramid. For some reason, it became Mr. Bones' femur, but it should be from one of the skeletons from.
I think I have a femur in my bag.
Yeah, femur from the.
I don't remember what spell I used it with. Was it divination or was it a different spell?
It was commune with the deity.
Oh, commune. Okay, that might be different.
Channel divination, something like that.
Yeah, actually, I think this is it. I think it is divination. Yeah, okay, because that's communing. Yeah, cool. Yeah, so I do need a femur.
Don't need it at this very moment, though.
Why don't you just give him a femur from the tomb? That was the original one.
I
Do you
guess
have an extra femur?
I believe it or not, I do. And all these times we've used Mr. Bones' femur, I've just been standing there with this other femur in my bag.
Nice.
Either ignoring it or forgetting about it. I don't know. I don't know. It's kind of funnier that you have to use Mr. Bones' femur each time. So.
Yeah.
All right. I'm gonna stay up with this guy until he finishes eating, and then I'm gonna bring him to, I guess, a hammock or something.
Oh, don't bring him to my
Hold
hammock.
up. No, you guys are in a room. You're just.
Yeah, but we have hammocks in that room. Do we have beds?
Aren't we
Well,
getting back
so
onto
there's beds on this floor. There's hammocks on the deck below. So these are the fancier rooms.
Oh, okay, yeah, he gets an unfancy room.
Yeah, you could take him downstairs.
So I'll go to sleep after he's tucked in.
There's a hammock in the brig.
There is a hammock in the brig.
I don't know if I want to lock him up in the brig, but I probably would. I might sleep in a hammock tonight just to
Nearby.
be nearby. Yeah.
Okay. All right. Paelias, Twizzard, what are you guys doing?
I'm watching this guy carefully.
He's gone. He's downstairs.
Yeah, I'm watching him.
Twizzard's gonna go down.
No, I gotta go and watch.
Oh, okay.
I could have Mr. Bones watching.
And are you casting a spell, Paelias, with the femur?
Yeah, I wanted to do the divination spell.
Yeah, go for it.
Okay.
Okay, cool.
You're doing it right now.
Yeah, I mean, it's, 4 in the morning?
I guess.
Seems like a good time to commune.
Got a boring watch ahead of us.
Okay, so my magic and an offering put me in contact with a god or god servants, and I ask a single question concerning a specific goal, event, or activity to occur within 7 days. How far away are we from the island?
You are not sure, I don't think.
Okay. And then the GM offers a truthful reply. The reply might be a short phrase, a cryptic rhyme, or an omen. This spell doesn't take into account any possible circumstances that might change the outcome, such as the casting of additional spells or the loss or gain of a companion.
All right.
So, Twizzard, what should I ask?
I'm not really sure. What was what was the goal?
Something about we're trying to get this ring or this amulet.
Okay.
And so do we want to know, like, are we going to be up against some like tough stuff, or what are we going to be up against, or
Yeah. Are we prepared?
Is it harder than a dragon?
Yeah.
On a scale of 1 to 10.
All right, so I can just ask what we're going to be up against.
Okay.
It's got to be, I think, yes or no, right?
No, he answers with a short phrase, a cryptic rhyme, or an omen.
Okay. Oh, because this is the better version.
Or an interpretive dance.
The original was like 3 yes or no questions.
Yeah, it's just, well, there's also wheel, woe, or indifferent.
Yeah, I think I leveled this one up.
Yeah, I think you did.
Okay, so so what are we looking at here, God? Are we what are we up against to get this amulet?
What are we up against to get this amulet?
Yeah.
All right, so you use the femur, and you make the symbol of Mistra, and the sort of the same hue as your spectral weapon and your spirit guardian sort of fills the room a bit. But of course, Mistra being, among other things, goddess of magic, you see a fog bank roll in, and out of it rises a landmass, and the landmass splits in half, and in the water that you can now sort of, the fog bank is taking on the shape of water, and around it you see jagged rocks appear, and then a slimy, silvery, undulating body slowly makes its way around the island, and then a question mark forms in the split of the island, and then it all dissolves away.
That sounds weird.
Did Twizzard see all that too?
If he's there with you, is he there with you? Agnes is downstairs. Okay, so these guys are downstairs.
Were you up there with me, or were you down by yourself?
I should be up there with you.
Oh, okay. So yeah, you guys are on the top. Okay. Yeah. Perfect. Mr. Bones, or no, Mr. Bones is watching.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. Let's ask Mr. Bones what he thought. What do you think, Mr. Bones?
My
What were we
leg.
up against?
His leg hurts.
Some kind of snake, maybe? Undulating thing.
Definitely some sort of sea beast is what you got. Sort of like,
Okay.
And
Did I
it was
see
large.
or is this just in Paelias' mind?
No, this was an illusion. This was
okay.
magical illusion taking place on the top deck.
Oh, so yeah, that's interesting.
Didn't see that coming, did ya?
No.
Third watch, best watch. All right then. So we'll just let the others know what we saw when they wake up.
I think it was still definitely worthwhile. At least we got a glimpse.
Yeah, definitely some kind of sea beast, some kind of question mark, island, jagged rocks.
All right.
We should regret that.
All right. As the sun breaks over the horizon, you all awaken, having had the benefits of a long rest. Agnes, when you first get up, the person is still asleep in the hammock. You can wake them up or go find your friends. Up to you.
I mean, he's probably going to be pooped. I don't know if I want to wake him up, but at the same time, if he does wake up and I'm not there, I don't want him to freak out.
Send him to the poop deck.
Like, I don't know what I want to do. I might leave and then just check in every once in a while.
You want Mr. Bones to wake him up?
No. And I don't want him sitting there watching him sleep either.
I wasn't going to suggest that.
Well, maybe somebody's familiar could hang out down here and just send a signal when he's awake.
Yeah, I can do that. You want me to find familiar?
Wait, what is your familiar?
He's the pseudo dragon.
Oh, the pseudo dragon. That's right.
Kind of feel like the chameleon would be better.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah, the
Well,
chameleon.
no, I mean the pseudo dragon is fine.
I mean, you don't want Mr. Bones. Chameleon is too small. The pseudo dragon's mama bear is just right.
Yeah, at least it can fly back up quick if it needs to.
Oh, there's no telepathic connection?
Yeah, there is.
Yeah,
So
there
he
is.
doesn't need to fly, he just needs to kind of send a signal like, what you were looking for has now happened.
Yeah, but also he can fly. So, if
All
you
right,
need
so with instructions to psychically ping you and or fly if needed, you set your familiar to the task of watching the new passenger? Yeah, passenger. We'll go with that. And you guys, yeah, sort of condense on deck. Jenkins has a roll he's eating, and he like offers part to someone. Some jam on there. So, how did the watch go? Jenkins here says we got a new guest.
Oh, yeah, he looked pretty worse for wear. I felt that it was better that we took him on board, and then if he causes trouble, then we kill him anyway.
Tough
got a new
but
boat
fair,
here.
Agnes. Yeah, that boat's in pretty rough shape. If I'm surprised it's not at the bottom of the sea there. It looks like he was doing something in the center of it.
Well, then maybe we should take a closer look.
All right.
Because I did hear him scratching the wood.
Yeah, Brock and Agnes and Finric, you guys sort of look over, and it doesn't take a Arcana check to see that he was trying to scratch a teleportation circle in the bottom of the boat.
Okay.
Doesn't look that great, though.
He was trying to scratch
Trying.
a teleportation circle in the middle of that boat.
So observant of you.
Good eyes, Brock. I
Now,
think you're right.
with Agnes's familiarity with teleportation circles, would she be able to, like, understand the symbols? Would she recognize any of the symbols for a place that she knows?
Give me an Arcana check. A pretty high DC.
17.
17. You don't recognize it. And I mean, you've got how many? 3 or 4 or 5 in your
I've
your
actually
Rolodex?
I've got Rolodex now. Black Dragon Lair, Palace, Arulian in Adavakar, Dessin, Wesleyville in the Duke's Hidden Room, House of Evath, South Gorson, Falrith Sport, Rudlin Adept's bedroom, and the Inner Sanctum.
You have Rudlin Adept's bedroom.
Yeah, because remember we had to go in there to get to the Bone Devil
Right.
tablet place.
Yeah, no, it looks like that one.
All right. You. And I will let my fellow people know that this is actually to Rudlin Adept's bedroom.
And when that realization hits, you're like, maybe that black shirt and black pants are the tattered results of a Rudlin robe.
Oh. Uh-huh. So
Can we finish the circle and send him some fish and water?
Amazing.
We're gonna teleport some fish and water to him.
oh. Okay.
Hi. All right.
Wait a minute, hold on. You said Rudlin?
Well, I have
Oh my God, I'm
Evath
so-
and Rudlin.
You have Evath and Rudlin. Yeah,
Yeah.
no, Rudlin red is wrong.
Rudlin is black. Evath is red.
Yeah, no, it's Rudlin then. It's Rudlin. It's Rudlin. We're fine. Everything's fine. It's Rudlin.
So this guy is some higher level magic user. 'cause otherwise
Especially if
we
he
wouldn't know.
knows the adept.
Yeah.
But he was saying Margaret?
He was saying Margaret. He was calling you Margaret. He thought you might be Margaret.
Right. So did we meet any Margarets? That's not
That's not a real
Moondrop.
person. Let's
That's
get
not,
him.
I mean, Moondrop her first name?
Shogren Palkin Moondrop.
Palkin
Her
Moondrop.
first name
Okay.
is Palkin.
Palkin. Okay, well it's not
Lizards
her.
are weird.
Margaret
It's
Moondrop
made up.
had a nice ring to it. Though.
Yeah,
That's
Margaret
made
Moondrop.
Maybe it's
Okay.
your daughter.
Margaret Moondrop, the daughter.
Or the mother.
She'd be old.
Well,
Sister?
no, because Moondrop
Wait,
was
evil
not
twin.
super old.
Or in this case, good twin.
An evil or good twin. Or a triplet.
2 words. Evil twin.
It's like Screwface.
Let's go wake this guy up and make him explain himself.
Oh, clearly he was lost at sea.
Mr. Bones, go shake this guy's hammock.
Mm.
That sounded like Mr. Bones.
I mean, Mr. Bones can go wake him up. Yeah, you want to do that?
Yes.
All right. Bones goes down.
I think my bird alarm's going off.
Oh.
Yeah, that's true. Your bird alarm is going off.
Because of Mr. Bones.
He opens his eyes, and they go wide with terror, and he's like, no, I was so close. And then he passes out. I think this.
Strange
Paelias, if you were watching through the pseudo dragon's eyes, you would see him sort of get scared by Mr. Bones and pass out.
guy. Mhm.
Agnes is
clearly
probably
Mr. Bones
upset
needs
at
to do a
this.
better job.
Say again?
Agnes, Twitter could feel Agnes glaring at him.
All right.
What'd you say, Brock?
I said clearly Mr. Bones needs to step up his game and do a better job of waking him up.
Mr. Bones, come back up here. And I'm going to ask him what the guy said. What
Should be able to tell you.
did he say, you skeleton? Is that what he heard? Wow. I relay that to the group. I guess they see it.
Yeah, he actually said, I almost made it. I was so close.
I mean, he still could make it if he wants to teleport that badly. We could.
Yeah,
that
I
could
mean,
still happen. It's not like we're gonna
I've
eat.
got teleportation chalk, so it's not like you can't go back. But
He just needs to get, I guess, healthy enough that he can stay awake for longer than 8 seconds. Maybe it's time. Mr. Bones, go shake his hammock.
Wait, I can heal him.
Someone could probably.
Oh yeah, maybe he's hurt.
I'm going to go down and give him some healing word.
All right. Cast a little healing word on him.
Yeah.
That brings him around, and he sort of looks at you. He dragonborn, very imposing, and he's like, Am I in the 9 hells?
No, you're on a boat.
A boat? Whose boat? This boat is large.
Our boat.
Well, thank you. Thank you. I thought I was done for, but I feel like did I dream that a woman gave me food last night?
I can't speak for your dreams, but my assumption would be that would be Agnes.
Ah, Agnes.
You want to come upstairs and meet the crew?
Yes, absolutely. Nightmares. I thought I was beset by skeleton demons. I don't know what that was.
He's just part of the crew.
Oh, that was. Oh, Curtis comes up the stairs and he sees Mr. Bones. All right, so you guys are all up on the deck with him.
My familiar will follow him in flight.
Okay.
Ah, he's doing well. He's up. Mr. Bones, hug that man out of joy. Good job, Bones.
Poor Mr. Bones. He's such a slave to you.
That's exactly what he is.
That's exactly what he is. Hit the nail on the head.
I thought he was a true companion.
He is.
Oh,
Can he not be both?
No.
Mr. Here, let's see. We'll roll a dice. Mr. Bones just pats him on the shoulder and then looks up at you, Twizzler.
Good job, Bones.
All right. Well, I can't thank you enough for saving me.
So, what are you doing all the way out here in the middle of, well, nowhere?
Myself and my friend Thompson, we were sailing, we were searching, and then a storm hit us, and he was washed overboard. Thompson was about 2 weeks into our voyage. I couldn't handle the ship all by myself, and so it was actually taking on water, so I decided to try my luck in the dinghy, and it didn't go well, and I didn't know really where I was. He was the sailor. I'm not of that persuasion, and my abilities failed me, and I don't know how long I drifted when you found me.
Well, where did you leave from?
We were originally, we set sail from Wesleyville originally.
Oh.
And took down the river and then out into the sea.
Okay,
That
so
was many
when
weeks
you
ago.
left Wesleyville,
Yes.
what was going on in Wesleyville at the time?
There were
Rumors of dragons?
How many dragons?
no dragons? Doesn't
Who was in charge when you were last there?
Who's in charge? The Duke?
Was the Duke married?
No.
Just engaged? Not engaged? Because this is going way back.
Mm.
He's been out at sea for more than 2 weeks.
Hold on a second. Hold on a second. You guys, luckily I have just the thing here for questions like this.
Amnesia.
Oh my god. Okay, so there's the parade. When did the Duke get engaged? Agnes in a bog, classic. Battle of Dolith. Yes. No, I suppose there were. He was engaged. He was to Moondrop.
Yeah,
First.
So wait,
no
he
moon
left,
drop.
he left after the parade?
No, he left way before stuff hit the fan.
Okay.
No, Moondrop is she's the one who banished me.
She banished you.
Yes.
What did you do?
Well, it was what I wanted more than anything. Wait. So you know Moondrop? You know my Margaret?
Well, we happen to know the Duke, and through our familiarity with the Duke, we of course know Moondrop.
We knew her.
I see.
Hmm.
Wait, did you...
Is Margaret one of the House Rudlin wizards?
Yes, most talented. She and I were to be together, but she didn't approve of the direction my studies took me. And we had a falling out.
Well, perhaps you can reprove yourself to be
It's-
worthy of her.
I would like that very much. I don't know if she'll ever forgive me.
Well, we can talk things out, and I happen to be a very persuasive person. You give me an hour with Margaret, and I'm sure she'll see that you are worth taking back. But you have to prove it to me
I was
if I'm
gonna
putting the time and effort into proving it to her.
I'm gonna say you don't even know me.
Oh, I'll know you on this ship. Not much else to do.
Where are you all going?
We're not sure. We're just letting the tides take us in some ways.
Oh,
We were thinking about maybe collecting some interesting sea creatures, or just going on an adventure.
You see this sort of momentary panic in his eyes as he pats down his torn up clothes, and then he's back. Oh, of course, adventure. Yes, adventures are good. Adventures. I could stay with you, or perhaps if you know, I may be able to. I was attempting to teleport back to
Return.
Wesleyville.
Yes, well, we could make that possible, but you're gonna have to help us out if you want the chalk for it.
Yeah, it costs 5 gold.
No, the chalk is worth 50.
Yeah, it costs 50 gold.
I want to find out what this guy
5
was
is a
doing.
great value for him. We're doing him
I
a
mean,
favor.
it's pretty good. Yeah.
It's gonna be worth way more than that. I want information.
Yeah, it costs 500 gold.
5
I am in your debt. I have no gold, but I will attempt to aid you in any way I can.
All right, so you're going. Does Ice Sending Stone? Who has the truth spell? We got to get
The one
this
that-
guy to tell the truth. 'cause
The one
we're
that
not
kills him or the
gonna-
one that doesn't kill him?
What?
What was that?
We have one that he doesn't know that the truth thing has been done to them after it's over, right?
Well, that's a potion I bought.
That's
but
a
like
potion.
full-time use. But I can do the cone. I think he does know in the cone though.
Okay, I just go up to him and hit him.
Well, because Finric has the truth-telling ability or something like that.
In his fists. Yeah.
Yes, I
There you
don't
go.
need to do damage.
There you go.
Okay. All right. Does he have a save, or how does this work?
Yeah, well, I would have to actually hit him, so I probably should roll.
You can hit him. He's not expecting anything.
Okay, sucker.
Watch out for the kidneys.
So yeah, so he has to roll a charisma save.
Okay.
DC of 16.
No, 13.
All right,
All right,
so
so Yeah, go on.
he's unable to speak a deliberate lie, and all charisma checks directed at him are made with advantage for up to 10 minutes.
Does he
And
know
this
that?
effect can be imposed without dealing damage. Okay, go ahead.
Oh, it can be imposed without dealing damage. Okay. Does he know that this has happened? I mean, I know
yes.
he knows you've
He
hit
can,
him.
He can avoid answering questions, but he can't lie.
Oh, sir, what have I done to offend you?
Okay, no, it's just we just want to make sure you're telling the truth. You're okay, right?
Yes.
didn't hurt.
Yeah. No, it didn't hurt me. And your dragon friend, he healed me earlier.
Okay, cool. All right, I look at Agnes and just do a ta-da.
All right. Ta-da!
Pretty good.
I mean, does he have to ask the questions, or can anyone ask the questions? Like, is
Just-
it just
It's like you can't knowingly tell a lie.
for that 10 minutes? All right.
Fire away. Did you fart in your hammock downstairs?
No.
Did I release wind while sleeping? I perhaps.
Aha!
Mm-hmm.
Permanent guest hammock now.
What were you looking for? What are you still looking for?
A body. Wait. What?
Whose body?
Oh man, you guys are killing me. He can avoid it or can no? What did you say, Steven?
An affected creature is aware of this effect and can thus avoid answering questions or be evasive, which you're being, and its answers. I think the only thing we have on our side is like the advantage of like.
Surprise.
Well, no, I'd say like he is stuck on a boat with us.
Wait, can I do a command
Back into the
and
sea.
say and command him to answer?
Oh shit!
Ooh.
Mm.
Yeah.
If that's a charisma, wisdom, or a charisma save, then he's got disadvantage, or you've got advantage. But
One word command to a creature I can see within range. Target. Yeah, wisdom save.
a wisdom.
All right. A wisdom save. That is a 6.
Yeah, you needed 17.
Yep, that's less than 17.
11.
Naldors. What did you do to me?
Wait, what was the guy's name?
Actually, he would recognize that you cast command on him.
Naldors.
Heard of that store.
He sells shoes there, right?
Yes. It is the only way that Moondrop will allow me to be with Margaret.
Well, guess what?
Got good news for you, friend.
Going
I'll
to
let
hit-
Agnes tell you.
Are you going to hit me again?
Hey man, we're cool.
The good news is you're not going to hit me again.
That's we have even better news. I look at Agnes, be like, "Where's Agnes?"
She's in the galley.
He's in the galley.
She's ran to.
Go ahead.
She keeps running around the ship.
I'm excited.
Oh, fire away.
Oh, so I'm spilling the beans about.
She did.
Do it.
So Moondrop was manipulating more than just you. Clearly, she wanted this Naldor's body for her own gains. She's not gaining much anymore.
Mm-mm.
She's
She was
not.
found headless in the secret area in House Rudlin.
No head.
Headless.
Headless, yes.
Need one of those to live.
And they didn't find her head. They just found her body.
Still missing.
Did the adept act against her?
Well, she was found in an area that I don't think she was supposed to be in.
This is. Well, you're right. This is certainly good news for me. Perhaps my quest is at an end then. She I don't know what to say.
Is there anything special about this person's body? Is this person even deceased?
Oh, he was the founder of our house.
Oh.
Oh.
If I knew Moondrop, she probably wanted to question him.
Oh.
I had been training under her in the necromantic arts, and that is what my dear Margaret found so appalling.
Well, unfortunately, as you can see here, we do have someone who occasionally dabbles in necromancy as well.
Yes. Yes.
Every day. Every freaking day.
Every day. Every day, and sometimes twice in a day.
You cast it every day.
Even on Doll.
How long?
24 hours.
Oh, yeah.
No, how long have you been casting it every day?
Like 2 years, 3 years now.
No, it's not 2 or 3 years.
No, I think we're barely a year in.
A year.
You're not even a year. Not even a year. You're 137 days in.
130
to the campaign. I'd have to figure out when you started casting it on Mr. Bones.
Oh,
Right,
cool.
because
Oh,
we
the
got
ball.
Mr. Bones specifically from the Oni.
When you say
How
2
many days are in a
years,
year?
when you say 2 years, he looks incredulous at you.
Maybe it's more like half a year.
What are your intentions?
He wants a companion.
Yeah, he's my buddy. We share everything. We were in the crow's nest before. We were in our hammock before. We're the best of buds.
I see.
Weird guy.
All right.
I feel like there's some reason you asked him those things, and there may be a reason that we're not thinking of. So,
Stay away from him. Get your own best friend.
what are you thinking?
Well, someone who turns to the dark side usually doesn't come back from the dark side.
Spell you're using, I assume, is Raise Dead?
I don't think that's true.
Animate.
It is animate dead. Yes, it is animate.
Yes, of course it is.
I just put some life into him.
Is that necromancy?
Right.
Probably. It's got to be.
The spell.
Yes.
Okay. Is Raise Dead well, there's Speak with the Dead. We've definitely done that.
Animate Dead, if cast on the same creature for a long enough period of time, will bring a permanent sort of false life to that creature.
Will they still be under the control of the caster, though?
Yes.
So, hey, after some point, you don't have to cast that spell anymore, and you just have a permanent friend.
Do you know what that time period is?
Yeah.
Well, Moondrop taught me of some of the consequences of such a course of action.
You know, it's-
Can you sum up?
You will be forever linked to the being, such that if
Oh no,
they-
my dream come true.
such that if they perish,
Oh.
you will perish as
Oh,
well.
great. He'll die from a sneeze.
Didn't you switch people that you were casting this on at some point?
This is Mr. Bones 2.0. That's true.
Right. So it's not quite as long.
That's true.
Well, there's no hard and fast numbers that I was taught. But if you need to continually cast the spell, then it has not happened yet.
Never really tried not casting it, huh?
Yeah.
Well, then he goes crazy.
I don't know how crazy he goes.
I haven't tried that in a while,
Often
though.
does his own thing.
Yeah.
We know he'll just whiff at anything he tries to hit,
Oh,
but
he's a terrible fighter.
Such a good friend, though.
he allows the kids to ride along in his ribcage. He's really
He's quite large.
He's kind of our mascot.
Be a shame if we had to get a new one.
Yeah. Well, they probably would look pretty similar.
So. Did Moondrop want to raise Nandor back up, or Naldor?
Naldor, I can only assume she wanted to know what he knew. She was seeking. Well, I always suspected that she was seeking to usurp the adept.
That sounds like something she'd probably do. I mean, if she essentially got in bed with the Duke, and she was trying to, I guess, pull her weight around in both the politics as well as the magic realm.
Traditionally, as far as I understand it, the houses have stayed away from the dukes and the nobles.
Yeah. Well, I think the Duke has seen his ways as being wrong, and I think he wants to keep a unbiased connection to both houses.
That certainly sounds good to me.
Now, is Naldor's body floating around in the ocean or on some distant shore?
Not that I know of, but I have this, and he takes out looks like it's just a stick. He's like, it's a
That's a stick.
divining rod of sorts.
And I guess it's attuned to Naldor's body?
And say, well, I think you found water.
Yeah.
Yes, this is more of a necromantic divining.
Gotcha.
Does it only work for you?
This particular one is imbued with some of my life force, so yes.
Okay.
Does it find dead bodies?
It can. It can. It has. There were tests conducted.
Can it find Mr. Bones?
No, it is currently trying to find Naldor.
All right. Where does it say that Naldor should be?
I can.
Just general direction.
I can.
Agnes is thinking in her mind she wants to compare this to the compass.
Yeah,
I'm
sure.
also thinking that in my mind.
Yeah.
He holds it and he sort of. You see his eyes sort of roll back and he starts chanting some arcane words and he sort of spins in a circle.
Oh boy. Drank too
And
much
then-
salt water.
Yeah, it pretty much points the way your ship is pointing. And he sort of snaps out of it and he's like, It appears you are on course. Are you seeking Aldor's body?
No, it's
Well,
just an amazing
Not
coincidence.
specifically. If we run into him,
We're going to the place a little further beyond it.
we're going past that point probably. Well, it is a very interesting adventure, but if Moondrop doesn't need him anymore, then if you want, you could be sent home.
Or come with us.
Or you can come with us on our adventure.
Yeah.
We won't tell Margaret about your necromancy ways, and you
Oh.
can start clean when we return to Wesleyville.
I mean, I would like that.
All right, so meet the gang. Agnes,
Hi,
Elias.
Wizard.
Nate, and that over there is Jenkins. Welcome aboard.
Finric.
You've met Mr. Bones.
Well, it's nice to meet all of you. Quite fortuitous, our meeting. Certainly for me, at least.
Maybe for us too.
yeah, you never know. This could have been fated to happen.
Indeed.
So, do we happen to have any mending spells that we can maybe like help mend his clothes so he's not wearing tatters?
Oh yeah.
I totally have some.
All right. Yeah, you can press the digitation of clean and mend them a new outfit. This trip, how long have you been at sea? How far did I get?
Oh, I don't know. We're just maybe
A few days?
a half a day or a day and a half,
Half a day.
day and a half out of Windbell.
Can we still
I've
No,
Lost
Dan.
track
No.
of the days that I've been
Well, can we
bobbing
tell
about.
approximately how long he's been out, since we know that he left around when Moondrop was obviously still alive, engaged but not married, and the Duke was still the dragon.
Been adrift that whole time?
No, he was
Out looking for...
out looking, and then a storm, and then he was adrift.
Hmm.
Let's see, so... It's probably been 1, 2, 3... Probably been at least 5 weeks.
Okay. So we'll tell him of that. Is there a way, does anyone here have, No, because we all have sending stones, we don't have a way of messaging Margaret. Ah! Agnes is like, hold on one moment. Ring, ring, ring. Wimblecat!
Why, Agnes, what a pleasure to hear from you.
Can you do me a favor, Wimblecat? We happened to be journeying and we came across somebody adrift at sea. Someone who belongs to the House of Rudlin and is dearly missing one Margaret.
Oh, you found yourself in the middle of a love affair, Agnes.
And you know, I just can't stay out of it. So
You love a good story.
I do. I might write a song about it. Would you be able to maybe pass along a word to Margaret and let her know that Philrus is alive and will be joining us on an adventure to prove that he is worthy of her hand?
Oh wow, Agnes, that is a story for you, for the ages.
And you can tell her that he is with the defenders of the realm. So he's trying to make the world a better place.
Indeed, I will pass along that message, no problem.
Am I able to get does Margaret have a last name or something to identify her from other Margarets in House Rudlin.
Well,
Unless Wimblecat will be able to just go like, hey, Margaret who knows this guy who's been away for a while.
Eret, E-R-E-R-T.
E-R-E-R-T.
Mm-hmm.
Margaret
And this is
Eret.
Eret. And this is Philorus Angd.
It's like Julia Gulia.
Yeah.
That's funny. Why is that funny? Oh, not.
Margaret Eret. I guess that is a little funny. Too bad.
Margaret Eret. And then you said Philorus Ang.
Yep.
Okay. All right. We'll keep in touch, Wimblecat.
Now you take care of yourself, Agnes.
Oh, don't we always?
All right.
We'll see if we can bring something fun home for you.
I like the sound of that.
All right. I hang up. Disconnect.
I can't thank you enough. This is a fortuitous meeting indeed.
Don't thank us too much. I hate to be the one to say it, but ship rules. Last person aboard has kitchen duty.
I will gladly help in the kitchen.
Yeah. No. Yeah. Okay. You're in the kitchen. Breakfast soon.
I am not trained in cooking. I'm trained in wizardry, but I can certainly try.
Maybe you can wizard us up some eggs then.
All right, you guys have a new crew member. As the day goes on, the weather starts to worsen. Clouds cover the
How you
sky.
doing?
What's that?
I'm wondering how Finric's doing.
Oh, Finric.
He was
Am I going
distracted
with the
for a
weather?
little while, but now
Yeah, as the clouds come in, so does the wind pick up and the chop and the sea. As soon as it starts to sleet, sort of streaking across the decks, those not actively sailing hunker inside, trying to avoid the weather.
This guy has bad luck.
He's let's see, how does he do it? How does he do it making lunch? Oh no, not a good lunch. It's a 5. It's a 5 out of 20 lunch is what that is.
but
Alright,
are we really
so-
that hungry if the boat is kind of
That's true. Yeah, no, it kind of
Almost
matches
are
your
much heartier
appetites.
than you, Agnes.
Soggy cheese sandwiches.
Well, it sounds like I'm not the only person that should make a Constitution saving throw.
That's true. That's true. Anyone who has to lunch has to. But he's earnest and he means well. But yeah, no, it's not the best meal you've ever had. Jenkins is kind of disgusted. He's like, oh, maybe I should cook the next one.
yeah, certainly. I mean, we don't want to take, a role that you have had for so long away from you.
I'm not eating old
We
rolls
just
either.
wanted to make Philorus feel as though he was needed aboard the ship.
Don't quit your
So we
day
could give
job.
him another job.
All right. You stick it out though, and the day passes a little rougher, a lot rougher than the previous day, but you make it to the evening. You do your watch the same. Probably Philorus is pretty exhausted by the end of the day, honestly. He hasn't gotten his full strength back. So you guys probably leave him out of the watch, but nothing untoward happens. The next day is beautiful. During the night, the clouds scatter, the ship and sea calm once again, and the sol dawns beautifully clear. Someone roll a d20 for me.
Got it.
We got one?
I got 13.
13.
Final answer?
the team.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it's just a beautiful day of sailing. Super nice weather.
Mm.
Sea is beautiful. Wind is cooperative. And yeah, super good day. Well, normal day, super normal day, normal day. Yeah, if anyone wants to go fishing, go fishing.
I've got my fishing pole, so I'm probably doing that.
All right. If you want to do an animal handling or animal handling, sure, why not?
Gotta wrangle them in.
I got an 11.
Yeah, I got 11 as well.
Mm.
Yeah, you guys catch some fish. They're not like huge, but they're like, they could be fried up.
Put this guy back to use in the kitchen.
I mean, this will help supplement the the provisions that we brought, because now we've got an extra mouth to feed.
Yes, good point.
So we probably should be fishing every day.
All right.
We could try dynamite fishing with some fireballs.
Mhm.
I am javelin
Good.
fishing.
Oh, would it sizzle? Would it reach the water?
I have no idea.
You really want to waste a spell slot on that?
What else am I doing on this beautiful day?
All right.
Right.
So wait, what are you doing?
Gonna go dynamite fishing with a fireball?
Oh wow. Sure. Sure. So you're casting fireball like right at the surface.
Yes. Away from the boat. A healthy distance away from the boat.
Of course. Give me a d20. Just a straight d20 roll.
Oh, yes. Oh, yes. 6.
Yeah, not much services.
Fish are too deep here.
That's the problem.
Too fireproof.
Yeah, there's like steam. A nice little cloud forms over as you sail away.
Can you cast fireball underwater? Like, is there anything?
I suppose you could. Yeah, you want to send it underneath?
Could try it. Yeah, should we do that?
Sure, we'll lower the DC for that. Go for it.
All right. Might just D20 again?
You're marking these down, these spell slots?
Yep.
Okay, go for it.
All right. A 2.
I don't think fireballs are meant for underwater.
It's not working well, I'll say that.
Oh my god. I love it. Dice are like, nope, that's a dumb idea.
All right.
I was like, I'll lower it to a 5. Why not? Sure, you'll get a fish if you get a 5 or higher. No, nothing. Nothing.
Yeah, all right. Okay.
Interesting. Okay. Solid day of sailing.
Sir Pen.
Anything else that day? All right. Yeah, you guys are continuing the same direction. Give me another d20 for De Gaulle.
I'll do it.
Okay.
Oh boy, we got a 2.
Nice.
Okay. Okay. De Gaulle. Let's see here. 1, 2. 2. Roll a d8 for me, Elias.
6.
6, you say? All right. By the way, did you bring this dinghy up on board, or you're still trailing it behind, or what did we do with this dinghy?
Oh, I
Yep,
mean,
to the
it's pretty much junk. We probably just took whatever was useful and let it drift.
Not
Did
much.
we? Still
Well,
has
what's the
a
point?
teleportation circle half written on it.
Yeah, but I know
Yeah.
it. I can just put the chalk myself. So
Okay.
All right. Um,
That boat.
the weather deteriorates again midway through the day. Clouds gathering overhead. The sea increasing quite steeply. Waves are getting quite large. I think some of you might want to go below decks, and anyone up above, have a rope handy. It's looking like quite a blow. Who wants to stay up to help Nate and Jenkins? Who wants to go below?
I'll
go
stay.
below.
Philorus and Finric are going below. Paelias is staying. Jenkins stations you there on some of the sheets. Twizzard, Mr. Bones,
I'll
Brock,
say no.
Agnes.
I'm sending Mr. Bones down.
yeah, I'll probably go below deck too.
What are you doing, Brock?
Stay and help.
All right, staying and helping. All right, with the four of you, familiar's probably gone. Okay. Yeah, look at that. Woo. Whoa, it's a storm.
I could feel it.
Yeah, at one point the ship is sort of like and crest the wave and down into the trough, and a wave washes over. We're gonna do dexterity saving throws for Jenkins. Oh jeez. Paelias, Brock, and Twizzard. Jeez Louise.
Oh no.
I got a 7.
Oh boy, this is
I got a 3.
6:37.
What did you get, Twizzard?
16.
16.
Wow.
All right. Everybody but Twizzard is knocked off their feet by the force of this wave and
Ooh,
swept toward the edge of the ship.
Uh-oh.
Even Nate. The helm sort of goes loose. Twizzard, jump for the helm. Give me another athletics or acrobatics, your choice. Wait, Brock, what did you say you got? You
Oh, 1.
got a
Oh.
1.
A 3. A 3.
-1.
Okay, 3, but still under 5 though. Who else was under 5? Plies, you were under 5?
No, 7.
Okay. Brock, you are swept overboard, my friend.
Nice.
Oh no.
Oh.
Twizzard, you're jumping for the helm as the whole ship starts to like twist, and if it goes parallel to the next wave,
18
No.
athletics.
18. Twizzard grabs the helm and rests the nose or the bow of the ship back on course as you start to rise up the next wave. Finric, down below, none of you guys are happy, but you're like getting jostled around, but you're not, Brock, you find yourself
In the water.
in the water. What do you do, man?
Can I use this helm teleportation to get myself back into the boat?
You could, sure. Is that what you do?
That's
Where,
what I do.
where do you teleport? Where do you want to teleport?
Right back into my bed.
Into your bed. Amazing.
Where I will immediately pull the cover up over.
All right, so I would say that you are very familiar with this. Okay. In your bed. Amazing. All right, we got a 23. Yeah, no, you're good. Boom! Into your bed. Soaking wet, but safe. Paelias and Jenkins, you see Brock go overboard. You hold on, but he's overboard. What are you going to do?
Can we message him?
Jenkins is like, grab the line, Brock! And he throws a rope over the side of the ship and shouts, man overboard! As loud as he can, which is not that loud for Jenkins, but he can be loud when he wants to.
Did we see him teleport?
No, definitely not. You just saw him go over, and the ship is climbing again. I don't know. Do you have the spell message, Paelias?
The what?
The spell message?
Message?
The
No.
spell message?
No, I don't have the spell message.
Okay.
But I was thinking that I would use another spell. I guess if I don't know that he's safe, I would try to target him and do the walk on water spell.
Whoa. Do you have to see them to target them?
Oh, that's a good question. Let's see. There's control water. Where's my walk on water? Great to strike. Hold on, sorry. Strike. Oh, maybe it's a big one.
Hmm.
What level is it? Spiritual prayer, master cure, hold, divine law, spell, cure, great strike.
I mean, we've definitely used this because that's how we crossed the river.
Yeah. I'm just
Yeah.
wondering, like, if you can't see Brock, can you cast it on him?
Right. I was trying to look for the spell to see what it needs. Oh, there it is. Water walk. Okay. Spell grants the ability to move across any liquid surface, such as water, acid, mud. It requires VSM. So that's visual?
No, verbal, Semitic, and material. But what does it say for the target? Does it say, like, touch or?
The spell grants the ability to move across any liquid surface. If the targeted creature submerged in liquid, the spell carries the target to the surface of the liquid at a rate of 60 feet per round.
Whoa.
Creature or lava is harmless creatures crossing along. Up to 10 willing creatures you can see within range gain the ability.
Okay.
So it's seeing.
Yeah.
So I'll give it to everybody else up here on board, just in case they go over.
Well, at this point, you can see Nate. He's getting up. You can see Twizzard at the helm, and you can see Jenkins. So you could do those.
Yeah.
And yourself. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. Water walk cast. As the ship climbs up, you're reaching the top of the next wave. Jenkins, having thrown the line over the board, shouts up to Twizzard, "Man overboard, Twizzard!" It's
It's like, that's nice.
You want me to leave the help?
that second yell, Brock, you hear that second yell from inside your cabin.
I run up to the deck.
Okay.
Oh.
And
then I immediately grab the rope to help whoever is overboard.
oh man, inspiration. Give yourself inspiration if you don't already have it. Jenkins sort of like looks from you over to you, back to the door, back to you, and he's like, "You're the one who went overboard."
It's inspiration.
I think it needs to be on. It's probably at the top. It looks like a little sun, I want to say.
Well, it's there. It looks like a sun when it's there, but if it's not,
It's just to the right of your speed and just to the left of your hit points.
it's an empty box that when you click on it, it'll put a little sun in there.
Nice. And basically, if you ever want to re-roll a d20, you can spend that to do it.
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah.
Those are given out. I feel like that's the first one I've heard of.
No, you guys have gotten those before.
I've got one.
I've gotten-
Tim's got one.
Keep forgetting to use it.
We just don't use them.
I have one.
I spent mine.
Does it expire after you, or do you have
Once
to use it with
you use it, it's done.
Yeah, once you use it, it's gone, but it doesn't, there's no expiration date.
That's cool.
All right. The ship, now you guys are ready. So when the next wave crashes over, you all hold on. Nate joins Twizzard at the helm. Try to fight the waves. And after another half an hour or so, the skies lighten up and the waves start to die down, and sort of wet and chilled and not very happy, but you've succeeded in getting out of the storm. Philrist below decks with Finric. He looks over at you, Finric, and he's like, I'm afraid that would have been the death of me if I was still on my dinghy. But the ship of yours seems strong.
She is, and I'm glad we found you.
As am I. All right.
And I'm very glad that I'm down here.
As am I. All right.
I
Next.
realized I could also have just turned into a fish. Probably would have been easier.
Mm.
Well, you should definitely mark that you used one charge of the Helm of Teleportation.
Yeah.
Let's see. That night's watch. What is
So
it?
we're
What's...
getting a long rest.
Yes, you could have another long rest. Who's third watch again? Twizzard and Paelias?
Yeah.
Best watch.
All right.
Third watch, best watch.
You guys all have a hearty dinner that evening to get your strength back after a bit of a harrowing day. And the watch is go off as normal. Twizzard and Paelias, you find yourselves on the deck as the third watch drags on. Twizzard, you as you are wont to do, you sometimes walk along the deck. Paelias is at the helm. You're up near the front. Twizzard, could you please give me, as you gaze over the edge at the dark water below you, could you give me a wisdom saving throw?
Oh boy. You got 9.
Oh dear.
A 9.
What's gonna be worse? But
Wow, my wisdom saving throws are +9.
5.
Twizzard, as you gaze into
Go
the
downstairs, go to bed.
as you gaze into the water, you see something move through it, and you hear a voice in your head, and it says, "Yes, lead them closer." And I think that's where we're going to end things for tonight.
Oh boy.
Yeah. All right. You guys are well on your way to wherever lies at the end of where this compass is pointing, and now maybe this divining stick of the dead too. Pretty exciting.
Yeah, this is getting crazy.
Thank you all for playing. Thank you all for watching, and yeah, we'll see you next time on BND Live.